to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returnable here for Davis. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To Miles Boykin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Ravens first down.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Davis now to return it. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll... Be credited as a sack.
Forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check right 21. Right 21. Check right 21. Go on. Shift. Ozzy. Sit up.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's out right at the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Breida on the draw. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Breida. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards on the play. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Towards the end zone for Brown. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 40 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10.
Jackson's pass.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Leonard Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
The play is a turnover on downs.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Patrick Queen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Brings up
now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. They run again with Breida. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
makes the score Patriots 21, Ravens nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.